what's good, everyone? Hold up. I want to make sure. Okay. Can y'all hear me? Hold on. Alright. Can y'all hear me?
Bye. Good night.
Good night. Alright, hold up a second for those of you who are watching on Twitch. We got the party to ourselves. The rest of them got off for the night, but I'm gonna try to do one more quick little stream before I hit the sack myself. Testing. Oh, that's gonna echo. Okay, yeah, I can safely assume that y'all can hear me. So anyways, what's good, everyone? We're back with some more, Hogwarts Legacy. I'm doing one more stream for the night before I get off. I think I'm gonna make it a bit of a short one. Because I do have to freaking go to work, later, so... Yeah. I have to go to work in, 2 in the afternoon, so I still need to get some sleep, but gonna try to fit one more stream into this. So we have a couple of things to do. First and foremost, I want to see what this is all about, so we're gonna check that out real quick. We also want to check out the broom upgrade that we are supposedly going to be able to get now. But for now, let's check everything out over here, and then I'm gonna go check the broom upgrades. What? I think I'm gonna just take the short way.
I really should look into gillyweed, although I'd still need to swim.
Going for a swim?
Goodness, no. Though I'm beginning to think I really should learn how to swim. Can't very well be liaison to the mer people if I don't know how to swim.
You're a liaison to the mer people.
Well, not technically, no. At least not yet. The position doesn't actually exist at the moment, but I have a plan to change that. I'm Nerida, by the way. Nerida Roberts. We didn't officially meet, but we dueled in the Crossed Wands Club.
Yes, of course. Good to see you again.
And you.
You seem quite interested in mer people.
I am. And they're as misunderstood and disregarded by wizard kind as goblins and centaurs are. I feel that if goblins and centaurs have liaison officers at the ministry, then the mer people should have one too.
I see.
I'm impressed. I think reaching out to the mer people is a grand idea.
You do? Oh, thank you. Of course I haven't exactly done anything just yet. I presented them with a gift a few weeks ago, and they wanted to leave me one as well, in one of their caves. Reciprocity and an offer to visit. I tried telling them I couldn't swim, but I'm afraid that bit got lost in translation. Mermish really is tricky.
Mermish?
How has wizard kind fallen short in its treatment of mer people?
Well, We've consistently deemed mer people as being beneath us despite the many similarities between our cultures. One can hardly blame them for declining being status by the Ministry years ago. Who are we to classify those of such beauty and intelligence?
What do you imagine a liaison to the mer people would do?
Oh, so many things. I want to know everything I can about them. After I've mastered swimming, I'd perfect my mermish, of course, and I'd share with them anything they wanted to know about wizard kind. My hope is that by understanding each other better, both of our societies could grow.
What is it about the mer people that interests you so much?
I can't begin to tell you how brilliant they are. I mean, rumor is that tales about them have infiltrated even the Muggle world. The oldest known mer people, sirens, come from Greece. And of course Scotland has Selkies and Ireland is home to Merrows. I could go on for ages about them. Their glorious underwater communities, domestication of sea life, their art and music. It's a travesty how little is understood about them.
Well, I can swim and could help you if you'd like.
You'd really do that? Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. The last thing I want is for them to think I'd shunned their gift. Diplomacy is a delicate dance. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think you can dive down to their cave from just there in the water. I can't wait to hear about what you find. One day soon, I'll see for myself. I just know it.
Alright. I think I made up my mind about this one. I think I'm going to save this one for later. This one, however, I might wear. Okay. May as well wear this since I'm about to go take a dip anyway.
Look at this place. Did the mer people really leave Nerida an artifact?
Can I get out of the water, please?
Revelio.
Huh.
Lumos.
So, get all these moths.
Confringo. Incendio. Lumo. Now then, I'll need you to come with me.
Bruh.
Now for the rest of you. Lumos. What do we have in here then? Nerida will be happy about this. Your gift from the mer people was exactly where they said it would be.
Oh, that's wonderful news. I was so worried I'd left it too long and they'd seen it as a slight. Our relationship with them is already so tenuous.
And I'm glad we helped to foster some healthy diplomatic relations.
Merlin's beard. It's marvelous. I'm going to show it to everyone, including the Ministry. Should I hand deliver it or send by owl? Thank you again, so much. You may have just helped improve relations between wizard kind and mer people for decades to come. I can't wait to study this.
Okay, so collect troll bogies. Where am I supposed to find those? Alright, so now we need to do that. Alright, let's see. Alright. Just gonna fast travel right on over there and hopefully have enough money to buy this.
Welcome back. I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. I truly appreciate all of your help. What are we looking for today? Nice doing business with you.
Yep. I knew I was gonna need that.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. I must tell you, half of Hogsmeade's been by the shop asking about rumours of a broom upgrade. Without the information you provided, my work would have taken twice as long. Thank you again. It may sound ambitious, but I've already begun work on another upgrade, more difficult to perfect than the last. I wondered, would you be interested in joining forces again? There's another course near Arendelle that Miss Reyes has mastered. If you were to test this first upgrade there, it may help me as I develop the next. Oh, you'll consider it, won't you?
What more can you tell me about the next course?
It's just a jaunt from here, south of Hogsmeade. Beautiful mountain views. The course was designed to test flyer stamina. Some of your classmates mentioned they were headed there, eager to see what Imelda has in store. A bit surprising, considering many of them expressed reticence at the idea of racing against her at all. I hope that won't deter you, and you'll give the course a go. At least think on it.
Sounds as if you're really outdoing yourself. If I'm able to help, I will.
Thank you. I know this recent success was only the beginning of what I can do for Broomflight. Report back as soon as you can, and we'll be off to the races.
Okay, so where do we go from here? All the way down here.
Mr. Weeks wasn't wrong about the mountain views.
If it isn't the fastest Gryffindor.
If it isn't, miss, I'm salty that I lost in the first race.
Hello, Imelda. So, another trial?
Of course it's another trial. And you'd better be taking part.
Does this mean you've changed your mind about me?
Well, you're a step up from the good-for-nothings who usually challenge me. While they sit around and hope to be the best, I put in hours of practice. No one sets records by wishing for them. And I need strong competition to stay on top of my game. Are you going to try to beat my flying record or not?
Strong competition? Could that have been a compliment, Imelda?
Go ahead, believe what you want. Makes no difference. Compliments make people soft. No one goes round telling me I did a fine job. Do I care? No. I say I'm the best and that's all I need. So please, try to beat my record, 5th year, and don't be disappointed when you lose.
I'm ready to fly.
Finally, a decent challenge.
Made it! Oh, oh!
Oh, oh, I'm going fast.
I'm getting the hang of this. I'd say that was acceptable. Oh, oh!
Might just beat a record.
Brilliant.
And there we go.
Oh! This is rather fun.
Didn't miss a single one there. That's really an improvement from my last go.
Revelio.
Oh,
You've improved, I must admit. That was a bloody good run. Be careful. Earn a reputation for talent around here, and some people get put out about it.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Yes, well, I am. Anyway, you didn't do abysmally. I can't deny that. But you'll not have the same luck on the South Coast course.
You said your reputation for talent put some people out. Like whom?
If you must know, I've had to deal with jealousy from members of my own house. When we were first years, Nerida Roberts and I spent loads of time on our brooms, pledged to fly every day. As my skill on a broom grew, rapidly I might add, Nerida suddenly didn't have time for flying practice. I tried to give her pointers, but she didn't have the natural ability I did. Clearly, she was jealous. Poor thing spends all her time now dawdling by the lake, obsessed with merpeople. Won't even learn to swim. I refuse to downplay my talents to coddle someone else's fragile ego.
Talking about
Anyway,
the chick we
I need
just
to ready
helped
the
out.
next course. Stop by when it's ready, if you can handle it.
We'll see, won't we? Till next time.
I half expected you to back down. Rest on your laurels. See you at the South Coast trial, if you don't lose your nerve. To race this course again, visit the podium with the leaderboard, where you can start the race and check your time.
Another successful flight. I should let Mr. Weeks know.
I heard it's in a hamlet outside of Hogsmeade. Think I'd want a quiet life too after years fighting dark wizards.
When my grandfather went to this school, Dilys Derwent was the headmistress. Marvelous healer, apparently. Very highly regarded. Bet she did better in potions than I'm doing in herbology.
I'm not looking forward at all to learning about the Snargalup. There's a reason that thing has thorns.
As a Muggleborn, I never expected to come face to face with a man-eating cabbage.
Can you eat a Chinese chomping cabbage? Not that I'm going to find out, mind you.
Never seen Devil Snare in the wild. Would be terrifying to encounter, I think. I'm happy to read about it, mind.
Any of you know where I can find some leaping toadstools?
I did tell you not to put too much dragon manure on your Screech Snap seedlings.
How are there so many lectures in herbology?
Bruh.
Professor Black was...
Alright. Now we can go and tell them what we think of the broom upgrades.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
If anyone ever knew how to keep muggles out.
Back from your latest flight? I want to hear all the particulars.
Good news, Mr. Weeks. With your upgrade, I was able to set a new record at the Irondale course.
Brilliant! I knew the upgrade had fantastic potential. How did your broom feel?
It rides well. Does get a tad shaky at top speed, and the handle wobbles a bit when I hit a strong gust of wind.
Ah, yes. I see. I think I know how to address that. Thank you. I owe you one.
If it means another upgrade, the pleasure's all mine.
You sound as determined as I am to improve broom flight. It's a joy to have a collaborator like yourself. If I'm right, and I do hope I am, you'll be hearing good news from me soon. Thank you again, truly.
Nice. When are we going to be getting new brooms?
Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team.
Because from what I see, I'm only seeing the 5 brooms in there. I really hope we get more. Okay, so... I think we ought to deal with that too.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class.
Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
Oh! Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue.
I see.
You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his
What? What? Why is this a thing?
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed?
Why?
What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
They don't look safe.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not
Bruh.
funny. Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald. The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hold up, I need to fix this. There we go.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Psst, psst.
I see.
Over here.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would.
Okay.
I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back.
Wait a minute. Is this what I... It is, dude. It's a freaking hippogriff. Let's go.
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a Hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Bruh. Hopefully soon we can start writing our own Hippogriff, dude. I did buy the DLC, so therefore we got the freaking Onyx Hippogriff. Bro, what? We haven't heard from Onai at ever since at the beginning of the game. So I mean, maybe we should, yeah, we should probably do this while we can. May as well pop these while I'm right here.
There we go.
I got all those done.
I hope Rookwood knows.
Now, where did I set my traps? Was it Lower Hogsmeade?
I could use a fire whiskey right now.
Bruh. We still need to find a frickin' troll.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Yeah, because, one of them says collect troll boogies. So I don't know where we're gonna find those.
That's it.
It's been a bit.
Dude, I need to find where to find these frickin' trolls at. That way I can actually do this. Here we go. Hopefully it's not something too far out of our range to do.
Revelio.
You'll regret crossing my path.
What do you mean I can't enter while mounted? That's the whole point of me being mounted. Oh, so you're just not gonna let me over here whatsoever. That's kinda dumb, bro.
Your life ends here.
literally being mounted on a freaking broom is the whole point of me going over this. So what the fuck ever. Dude. Why are you restricting my flight so much? Really ought to have less boundaries here. Dude, seriously, this is getting aggravating now. Like, what's with that? Why is there a freaking boundary, like, right there, where it just restricts me from flying? That makes zero sense, dude. Like, why is that even there?
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Expelliarmus! Flipendo! Depulso! Glacier! Confringo! Incendio! Accio! Levioso! Confringo! Potato! Stupefy! Confringo! Incendio! Glacier! Lumos!
Why'd I turn that on?
Bingo! Expelliarmus! Depulso! Flipendo! Confringo! Incendio! Glacier! Confringo! Incendio! Accio! Protego! Confringo! Incendio!
Bruh, I had Protego up, what do you mean?
Confringo! Protego! Incendio! Confringo!
I had Protego up! Why?
Stupefy! Confringo! Protego! Stupefy! It's a close one. Yes. Revelio.
Reminds me of the time I nearly fell out of a cart at Grinkos. I was only young, mind. Well, not like I'd fall out now. Lucky if I fit in one now.
Okay, that train needs to shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody want to be listening to that in the middle of the frickin' night.
Ranrock
Awake
has fooled you
or
all
asleep.
to your demise.
God damn. When people sit there and say, oh, well, why are you complaining about the train so much? That's fucking why. You should only need to do that, like, the one time. Not just sit there and continuously just blow that damn horn into your freaking heart's content. And just annoy the fuck out of everybody. Like, dude, that's just completely unfucking necessary. And one of my friends was like, well, you know, they legally have to do that. Like, I understand that. But if you're sitting there just blowing that damn thing over and over and over again, like, there's really no fucking point in it. Like, they ought to just not have a fucking job if all they're gonna do is just fool around with the freaking train the entire fucking time. Man, that's not even the worst of it. Like, they would sit there and deliberately blow the horn for no reason, just consecutively, over and over and over again. They would literally deliberately go out of their way to be annoying.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
So yeah, you can pretty much surmise what I have to fucking deal with.
Incendio. Levioso. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Defendo. Expelliarmus.
Yeah, I don't like the freaking trains around this fucking area. Like, it's just, like, why would you sit there and deliberately fucking annoy people to that fucking extent? Like, that's not part of your fucking job. Part of your job is to sit there and just conduct the train and get it where it needs to go. And if there's someone on the freaking train tracks, or if there's traffic near that specific area, then yeah, I get where you need to blow that freaking horn, but not like, blow it the one time, dude.
Revelio.
Like, over and over and over again, it's just you deliberately being annoying. And it's disruptive. Like, y'all may think that I'm just meaninglessly just complaining about it, but like, how about y'all try dealing with this shit every single day and every single night? There's just no reason for it. No matter how much someone tries to explain that to me, there's literally just zero reason for it. Okay, I'm gonna save myself some time and just fast travel. Oh my fucking... fuck those classes, I'm taking that one first. Why was that not made clear? Why was that objective not made clear from, like, the very get-go? I would have liked to have known about this so much sooner.
Special knack! It's tormenting Professor Black! Have some more!
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit, unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humoring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Oh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
The faculty tower. I'm not sure I should be going in there.
Oh, you needn't worry. You'll be perfectly fine if you simply mind you're not seen. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Alola Homora. Finally about to learn this fucking spell, as I have been literally cucked out of getting any treasure because of the stupid locks.
Hello, Homora.
There we go.
Well done! You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
May as well put on a hood and make it look as gonna make us look a bit more concealed, because you know our hair kind of makes us a bit more out there.
I have a few questions about the demiguise statues.
Ooh, just hearing the name sends chills down my spine. Oh, very well, if you must.
How do I remove the demiguise statues?
They each hold a moon that can only be extracted at night. Once removed, the statues simply vanish.
Why can't you get the demiguise moons yourself?
As I mentioned, I have an intense aversion to demiguises. Perhaps one day I'll tell you more about it. Whoever planted the statues everywhere knows about my fear and is seeking to make it my ruin.
Do you know who is behind the demiguise statues?
No, but I suspect the motive is jealousy. People have always been jealous of my skills, popularity, and dashing good looks. No one is above suspicion.
I have nothing more to ask.
Come and see me once you've found the two moons.
The Great Lady is going to be a problem right there.
Revelio.
Reminder to staff, the Hogwarts House Elves do an exceptional job of keeping the castle in order. They are seldom unprepared for any number of items that they might encounter each day. However, the only other day, an unexpected stash of wizarding crackers went off from behind a cushion. The cacophony was most untoward, engulfing one poor elf in blue smoke and giving those of us nearby an abominable ringing in our ears for the rest of the day. I expect that the culprit was Peeves. Please keep an eye out and be careful. Matilda Weasley, Deputy Headmistress.
Revelio.
I assume this is also how you get to the to the nursing hall. I'll take that.
Revelio.
Professor Fig, I am in receipt of your most recent owl. Apologies for the delay in my response. I am still receiving a good deal of correspondence regarding the introduction of the not so recent stooging penalty in Quidditch, which, in my humble opinion, has brought the game into the modern age. Astonishing, frankly, how many spectators want nothing less than seeing Quidditch keepers flattened entirely. After the topic of your recent letter, we at the Ministry assure you that any and all potential threats to wizard kind and as much as time allows, the Department of Magical Law Enforcement will ensure that the matter is looked into, schedule permitting. We value the opinions of the esteemed wizards such as yourself, and you may rest assured that we have matters well in hand. Should you wish, I have my secretary secure seats for yourself and a guest in this year's Quidditch final. I think you would be delighted to see the results of a well-run and efficient government. Warmest regards, Ferris Spavin, Minister of Magic.
Revelio.
Fuck. That's why I need those damn things. To get higher freaking levels of unlocking abilities and stuff. Well, yeah, I guess I have to fucking find them now.
Revelio.
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're really a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between academics and asphodel.
Yes, well, it's still early. Perhaps go in for me.
You say that every year, Matilda.
I have a feeling we're about to get into the nursing hall. Oh, I did not realize you were there.
Revelio.
Shit. Motherfucker.
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
no way we're getting in there.
Aloha Mora.
Preparing for a rebellion.
Revenue.
Perhaps Ranrock and his lot wouldn't be so combative if the military would allow them to have guns. One of those goblins comes near me. I'll send him a hat. Or helm, I suppose. Anyway.
Aloha Mora.
You know you can't do that.
Revelio.
Oh no. Oh no. The hospital wing.
Students in the hospital wing.
Not at the moment, no. See about the perils and pitfalls.
Revelio.
I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season. I know.
No, 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 no.
And Ravenclaw would not have been that. Not this year, anyway.
Why? Are you serious, dude? What's the point in invisibility if they're just gonna spot me anyway? Like, seriously. Dude, what are you doing? Why? Why are you going upstairs? Upstairs is not where I want you to go. Great, he's just stuck there. He's just stuck up there now. Okay, he's over there.
knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed and it's being cancelled.
I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Hufflepuff? Ravenclaw?
I know when I see a winning bet, and Ravenclaw would not have been that. Not this year, anyway.
I'm partial to Hufflepuff myself. What was that?
What was what?
I thought I heard something. Perhaps not. Anyway, I had high hopes for Hufflepuff. I was finally going to learn the Quidditch rules.
It's a majestic sport. Encompasses the whole of the human condition.
How's that?
Well, all of the teamwork and flying about and the golden snitch. Rather a lot like life.
Revelio.
Oh, I suppose I should pay closer.
Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry Hospital Wing. Attending healer Nurse Noreen Bailey. Patient name redacted by order of Professor Black. Age redacted. Notes: the patient was injured during a Quidditch match, though in my professional opinion a redacted order of Professor Black hardly counts as an injury. In fact, if anyone was injured, it was me, as I do not believe I ever rolled my eyes quite so hard in my life. It was a wonder I can even see to write this note. Rather unbelievably, or indeed despicably, the headmaster now wants to cancel Quidditch because of pure blood redacted by order of Professor Black went and redacted by order of Professor Black before the snitch was even in sight. When I pressed the headmaster slightly, I was told redacted by order of Professor Black. Staggering. That's a lot of redacted by order of Professor Black. Okay then.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Yeah, no. Go over there. Please go over there. Please go over there. You're not wanted here.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance?
I did. Once you've brought me enough moons, I'll show you even more powerful forms of Alohomora. Not every lock is as easy to pick as the faculty towers.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Aloha Mora.
There we go. Dear Mirabelle, my dear Dot has been asking after you. Perhaps I can convince her to stop in for a better beer or two if you were to join us. It's been far too long. When you do manage to come by, I wonder if you'd be able to part with a few of your plants. The more fragrant ones. Ever since the troll attack, customers have been complaining about the smell of, believe it or not, old socks. Nothing I've tried seems to have covered the stench. Hoping to see you soon, with or without the plants. Your friend, Sorona.
Revelio.
Alright, well, I don't know about you guys, but I can finally get the other two friggin' things up here. That takes a level 2 lock, and I'm not going to be able to get in there. Great.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
My darling Abraham, you would be overjoyed to know that the local children have taken to playing gobstones in the secret outside of your study window. They're quite charming, I must say. I noticed the youngest was without her own set of gobstones, so I lent her one of yours. I knew you wouldn't mind. I do hope things are going well at the castle. I'm relieved that you arrived safely. Dreadful story about the gentleman from the ministry. Was he really traveling with Eleazar and the student? Simply dreadful. Do write when you have a moment. I'm most eager to hear stories of this year's Summer's Court participants. Your students so adore you, my dear. With love, M.
Revelio.
Bruh. That's a level 3 lock.
Revelio.
I know it's over here. I don't know why I was thinking it was up top. Bruh.
Got it.
Okay, I think I need one more.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
I can hear it. But where is it?
Revelio.
Bruh.
That's it.
Alright. Now we can finally see what's in the freaking chest. Alright, so I'm literally about to end the stream. Went on a little longer than I thought it would. But now that we got all these, I really wanted to take advantage of getting all these while I could. So, now that we got all these, let's go ahead and head to the Gryffindor common room. If I can find it, here we are. And finally see what's in that friggin' chest, dude. About time.
Another house token for the house chest. Here we go, the last house token. Time to see what's inside. Well, look at that. Thanks goes to the former headmistress, Eupraxia Mole.
Bruh. Hold up. Yo, check that out. That looks pretty dope. Nice. Dude, I am beat. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little late night little stream slash video that I just did. Yeah, I am tired, dude. I am going to be heading to bed right after I get this pretty much ended. But anyways, for those of you who enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below. Hit that notification bell if you want to see more, and leave a comment down below. That way you can tell me what you think about the video. And I will see you guys in the next one. I'm going to bed. Peace.